Hello again, I'm Nicole Michelle, the founder of the Inner Beauty Movement. I'm the femininity influencer for the movement, and thank you so much for joining me again. If you have not liked and subscribed, please do share this video, share with all the women in your family, all the women you know, because this is a movement, we're moving fast and we want you to be a part of it. I want to start out by talking to you ladies today about handling tough situations. Difficult situations come up all the time. Whether it's a mean bus driver, whether it's the man in your life not really understanding you quite the way you want him to understand you. It could be your children, it could be your boss. All of these things add up to possible difficult situations. And if you're a woman of faith, you rely on your faith in God to pull you through. When you get faced with difficult situations, you don't always have time to center yourself, go somewhere and woosah and breathe and things like that. As a feminine lady, you always know how you're going to react. It's going to be calm first. It's going to be calm first. There are situations where it's harmful, where it's physically harming you and you're facing harm. That's different. That's a natural reaction. That's survival, fight or flight. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about interpersonal interactions with other human beings. As a feminine woman, we take responsibility for our actions. And we say, if we're in our feminine energy, we do not let situations get out of control. We absolutely cannot. Because one thing, we can remove ourselves from the situation. But the first thing we want to do is we want to have people trust us. And the way that they can trust our reactions is by being calm, being sensible, all right? Now, will this happen, always be successful with people who aren't there with us? No. And that's when you have to make a decision. Do I need to totally remove myself from this situation? Or can I hang in there and try to work this out? Sometimes you have to put things, pause, and say, hold up, give me a second. Let me go think and let me come back to it. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that's absolutely necessary. And there's sometimes the person you're dealing with has gone from 0 to 100 and you're like ready to go there with them. And I'm saying, as a feminine lady, what we can do is step back and say, wait, hold up. Let's take a deep breath and let me think this thing through. How can I respond? And how you respond is calm. You can ask questions, you can take a deep breath and come back. You can say, ma'am, sir, is it okay? Are you having a bad day? Empathize. These are ways that you can take control of the conversation, take control of the situation. You can't control others, but you can control how you react. And this is the essence of femininity, is you're not being passive, you're not a doormat, you're not gonna sit there and get your butt kicked. But you're not aggressive, you're not overly demanding, opinionated, manly. You're assertive. Listen to what that person is saying. Hear them out, let them vent. You know what? I understand. Meet them halfway. You know what? I hear you. I understand. I get it. I would have been mad too. You're right. Yes, I understand. That automatically pulls the other person down a notch. And you look them in the eye, or you listen to them on the phone. Yes, I get it. I understand. I hear you. You're not preoccupied with everything else everybody's doing, but you're listening to that person. You're opening up yourself to listen and to give. Now, you're not being a punching bag. A punching bag is allowing them to take their frustrations out on you. No, you're just allowing them to vent. You're just an ear. And if they're directing it towards you, then you take a step back and you go, you know what? I hear you. I can't listen to you when you're yelling at me. Is there a way you can communicate with me differently or at another time? Because right now, I don't respond well to yelling. I don't like the way you're calling me names. I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable. Could you please stop? You're setting boundaries. And if that person continues to move past your boundaries, now it's time for you to remove yourself from the situation. Ladies, feminine ladies don't have to go to 0 to 100 with the next person. They don't have to, because they're calm, they're cool and collected. And they're easily protected by masculine men because masculine men understand this energy she's emitting to the world. And he picks up on it. Whoa, there's somebody that needs my help. And now he's allowed to step in and be her hero. But if she's got it, if she's handling it, I got it, there's nothing for him to do. He is not stepping into that situation. No one else is stepping into that situation. If she's already in a physical confrontation with another person, she's protecting and handling herself, there's nothing for him to do. Now ladies, I'm not talking about defenseless people like children and young women who are potentially facing rape. Remember, I said we're not talking about fight or flight situations where it absolutely requires that you physically protect yourself. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about everyday difficult situations and interpersonal interactions that you can control. And in those situations, we cannot continue to say, I was mad, so this is why I did what I did. That is okay when you're 5. I don't even think 5-year-olds use that excuse, okay? But we're grown. And once you get past, 10, 11, at some point your parents are looking at you like, okay, you know better. There's no reason why you should be in Kroger fighting. There's no reason why you should be at the airport cussing out the Delta agent because you didn't get something you wanted. There's no reason why you should be in public cussing out the dollar store lady or cussing out the janitor or being rude to service people. There's no way you should be doing this. As a feminine lady, you are so cool and collected and calm and warm. If they didn't bring your food and it wasn't the way you ordered it, there's a way you handle that. At some point, it's going to work out. So there's no reason for her to get bent out of shape because she is self-assured that she's loved enough and confident enough that things will work out. And that's part of being feminine, is loving yourself. And once you're comfortable with yourself, you are sure that people around you will feel comfortable enough to make sure you're okay. That's self-assuredness. Once you get that down pat, there's no reason to act out of character when you're upset and when you're angry and you know people are pushing your buttons. And you come back and you're calm and you center yourself. And I'm going to talk more about centering yourself in other lessons, but I want you to get this, that just because you're in a difficult situation doesn't mean you have to get out of control. Sometimes a lot of women just don't understand that they're being triggered. They don't realize that something that happened to them years ago is being triggered by what someone's doing to them right now. So if you have any questions about handling difficult situations, make sure you contact me at ladylikelessons4you@gmail.com. That's ladylikelessons FORYOU@gmail.com. Make sure you look me up on Facebook, Nicole Michelle 2. I have a group specifically for women to navigate their emotional healing and get in touch with their feminine core without a lot of men listening around, because men change the energy. You just want to talk and vent and discuss things with women and become better with women. And that's Inner Beauty Movement, Emotional Healing for Women. Go ahead and look us up there. That's women only. Inner Beauty Movement on Facebook. Definitely look us up and follow us there. So I'm throwing stuff out on Instagram, _inner_beauty movement. I'm throwing stuff out there too. So please make sure you join us, follow us. All right. See you next time. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.